Very well said. Let's talk about this pastor, man, and then we'll finish up and get out of here with the last story. I seen this on Instagram. I'm sure a lot of people seen it. He was talking about Glorilla or Gloria Hallelujah, as he put it. And let's listen to this clown, man.
Gospel artists. This is why I love good gospel music. I love good gospel music. And there's this new gospel artist. Some of you might know her, some of you don't. But her name is Gloria Hallelujah Woods. Yes, she's from Memphis. Her name is Gloria Hallelujah Woods. Some of you might know her as Glorilla. Yes, Glorilla. Yes, Glorilla has a song called Tomorrow. And she makes this statement that blesses me. She says, every day the sun don't shine, but that's why I love tomorrow. And I'm talking to some people that life ain't been the kindest to you, but you understand that what Big Mama said all the time was right, that weeping may endure for a night, but joy comes in the morning. That every day is not good, but as long as I can make it to tomorrow, something can turn around. Come on, look at your neighbor, say, yeah, Glo. I understand this is not the season for me to just stay by the side of. This is why I.
Oh man, there's some bitches in here, Pastor. Damn, come on.
Whoa.
I don't know how he flipped that.
Creative motherfucker.
Yeah, like how the hell? What? First of all, what are you doing listening to Glorilla? Now we know that her parents or something named her Gloria Hallelujah.
Right.
But right now she personifies Glorilla, the ratchet street rapper. Some of her stuff is good. I'm not trying. This is not a dog Glorilla thing.
Yeah,
you know what I
she's
mean?
talented.
You're right. This is more so dog and a pastor. Like, what are you even doing? Listen to that music, and why are you trying to make an analogy and turn that song into an analogy in the church? That goes against everything that you guys preach. It's worldly music, secular music. It's the devil's music. Like somebody like that, man, you better hold your damn pocketbook and your wallet close to you, because dudes like that be them pastors that get to that pocket. And that'll make you take all your money and give to them while they drive around in their fucking Rolls Royce and you're broke. You got to be careful about stuff like that, man. Any person that's going to say they're practicing quote unquote Christian, that's totally against their religion. Now, just me like looking, on the outside of things, dude's a pimp. Dude's a pimp. Straight up and down. Like, what are you doing? There's so many analogies, so many things you could look into the Bible to actually, make your point. That you go to Glorilla? Wow. And it's not a horrible song either. But it's like, wow, bro. Man.
I guarantee you he know more hip hop songs than he knows scriptures.
Oh,
man. Guarantee.
For
you
sure.
You know what that made me think of? How many pastors throughout our lifetimes have we heard and seen with the same cadence, with the same draw, and it just mesmerizes niggas. And it almost made me go, damn, would the slave masters find like a Pied Piper in 1764, and they were like, look, you want to keep these niggers mesmerized? Get a pastor and make them talk like this.
Charismatic leader, yeah.
And make them move like this, and make them believe like this.
Yeah.
And you'll have them forever. And we still see churches selling out around the globe with hard-working, poor black people giving their everything to that preacher that's just talking in such an eloquent and vibrational way. And it's ridiculous.
Ridiculous.
Holy shit. That nigga turned on the Glorilla the second he got out that goddamn church.
Oh, you know it.
Put a blunt in his mouth and kept it rolling. Was texting some of the, you know what I mean? The
fornicating and all that. You
wild.
know it.
Where it is. Let me put on something. You know what I mean? That's a pimp. That's a hustler, just like you said. And it's so funny.
Yeah, and you gotta look at, a lot of people might take this the wrong way, but historically, man, when you said it, you know what I mean, during the slavery time, like, these are people that was used to kind of quell people and calm them down. Oh, you ready to go do this? No. Jesus said, you know what I mean? It's the same type of thing. So, even though you have certain instances like Deacons for Defense and other organizations that sprung up out the church at one point in time, or at some point in time, I should say, was, a place where people, we can go and, plan shit out, come amongst each other and talk about stuff we couldn't talk about in front of the slave master, whatever it may be.
Right.
But I think through the pastor, they got to him and said, oh, we could use him to influence all these people.
Mm-hmm.
Tell them this, do that. And when it's time to really turn some shit up, We ain't gonna do it because the pastor said don't do it and wait on the Lord. Wait on the Lord's wrath to be upon. And this dude just, done the worst to your family, to your wife or your kid, and you waiting on the Lord. Man. And that's just one example, man. But there are, and I'll say it like this, I think there are some churches out there that mean well. I don't want to put everybody into one box.
Right.
But preaching pimps like this ruin it.
Exactly.
The guy that was in Brooklyn and shit that had the Louis Vuitton and gold chains on and Rolex watches and all that ruined it.
Yep.
Ruined it for everybody. So that's just my thoughts on it, man.
Straight up an isolated incident toward this crazy motherfucker right here and others. And there's a lot, but there's also a lot doing great work. So don't we're not boxing everybody into one box. There are good churches out there doing good work with good people, and continue to do your work because it's needed.
Yeah,
But
for sure.
To the other bullshit, oh yeah, this is clown work right here. So
We see you, Pastor got a damn. When he driving a BMW, next year's the Jaguar, next year's a Benz, next year's this, next year's that. Like, damn.
that nigga got a Hellcat, I guarantee you. That shit dumping. I guarantee you.
Damn.
Brother eating.
Oh, yeah, he eating.
Oh,
Oh,
Lord.
Lord.
To see Gorilla's titty.
Yeah.
On it.
Oh, she got a fat ass.
Oh, my Lord.
Hallelujah. The Lord is in this place.
Oh, man.
The devil flee. Flee. Like, damn, man.
Then them offering pots get to shaking. Motherfuckers throwing dollars in that motherfucker.
Oh, yeah, before you get out of there, well, the Lord, told me that there's 500 people and they got $5,000 in this motherfucker.
Get them drums and them motherfucking organs rolling, nigga. Let's get this
Oh,
money
yeah.
going.
Damn.
Emotional. Nah, good segment, man. All right, let's talk about
Yeah,
Nelly
definitely.
real quick, man. Nelly was on the shop. Shout out to the shop. And he was talking about his era of hip-hop, an era we know very, very well. We grew up in the shit. So let's hear what Nelly had to say about his era in hip-hop and how it was the hardest, in his words.
When I put out songs, I had to go against DMX, Jay-Z, Eminem, Lil Wayne, 50 Cent, Luda. All of us are fighting for one spot. So from 99 to like 2008, 10, it's the hardest era ever to get records.
Nice little clip right there. Nice little
Yeah.
segment. Go check out the shop if you want to see it in its full capacity. But what do you think about that, man? That's an era that we did a lot of damage in that 2000, 2010 era, 99, you know what I'm saying? So what do you think about what Nelly said?
No, I was thinking that when I first heard it, I was just kind of like thinking like, all right. I was almost trying to find something to go against it, and I couldn't.
Nah, bro.
You know what I mean? I'm like, yo, he's telling the truth. I was like, hold on, it got to be something else, like another era that he's telling the truth. And that's the era that we lived through, that we were young, we were impressionable, we were, into all that shit. We seen Nelly come on the scene, you know what I mean, and take over the industry, change the sound, and move the shit to St. Louis. Like the St. Louis had it. Nelly had it for a minute. Then he brought the St. Lunatics. They was killing shit with the mask on and all that, and the way they was dancing and come on, man, that country grammar shit is classic shit, bro. When that shit hit,
Undeniable.
man, like yo, these dudes, and shout out to Ali and all, Keywan and all those cats that actually came on. Murph,
Yep.
he came on as well. Only person we didn't get was Nelly.
Right, facts.
So shout out to all of them that came on and definitely gave us great interviews. But I got chills just speaking about it because it's like, and that was a time where, like he said, notice all the people he named was up here. Most of the people that he named, if not all, it was the East Coast. It was us. We got that shit. Next thing you know, it started. It went to the St. Louis area. Like, oh, these got something to kind of talk about.
New Orleans.
New Orleans. You know what I mean? And they was spitting.
Yep.
They ain't come with the bullshit that we used to, say, oh man, what's this mumbo jumbo shit?
Yeah.
So yeah, shout out to Nelly, man. He made a great point. Definitely.
And I'm glad that he said that, man, because it kind of encapsulates, because hip hop has been around. It was 25, 30 years prior to that, right? And that was to be able to live through an era that we got to see. The names that he named are hip hop Hall of Famers.
Yes, sir.
All of them.
All of them.
Every single one of them. And he left out Kanye West, because Kanye was cooking during that time too.
Yes, sir.
And I'm sure he left 3 or 4 other artists out. And then when you look at what Wayne was doing with the mixtapes, and you just look at the grind that was going on in hip hop and the amount of hits. Luda had a Grammy. You got all these people up for Grammys, the #1 records in the country, #1 albums in the country.
Right.
And they were up for one spot. And not only did Nelly shine, he took that shit over, like it or not.
Yeah.
And we didn't like it at first.
Yeah.
It wasn't something that we received early on because he was knocking and crushing a lot of our favorites out the water.
Yeah.
And the women loved him. Couldn't deny it.
At first, I mean, I ain't gonna be lying. I was hating on him a little bit back
Yeah,
then.
me too.
I was like, man, fuck, who the fuck is this nigga?
Especially the girls loved him. Murphy
loved him.
Lee and all the man. What
Loved
the fuck is going on?
They love these dudes.
I couldn't grow braids if I tried, so I was hating on him like a motherfucker.
Remember they had the Band-Aid?
Yeah.
And you know what I mean? Everything, the Air Force One.
It took over, man.
Yo.
It took over.
A great era. And like he said, I remember when DMX.
DMX.
Jay-Z was battling.
Yeah.
Remember you was buying albums back in the day?
Yes, hell yeah.
DMX was the hottest motherfucker.
Yep.
Nobody, even Jay-Z wasn't rocking with DMX back then.
And even that era, when you got DMX, Jay-Z, Nas, and you had Jadakiss, the Locks, and all them, that still wasn't as hard as what Nelly was talking about.
Nah.
Still wasn't as hard as what Nelly was talking about.
Right.
Oh, what an era in hip-hop, man.
Yeah.
What an era.
And I know a lot of people, and if you're listening to this, let us know about another era. Throw some names out there. I want to hear what people got to say in the comment section. They might say, oh, nah, well, this era was, even now, people may have an argument about people now.
Not better spitters. We ain't talking about that. I'm
Right.
talking about hit after hit after hit. These motherfuckers making hits.
Yeah.
All of them got hits. Undeniable, timeless hits. Everyone you mentioned. All of them. And that's crazy.
Yeah. Shout out to Nelly, man. You the last shoe to drop. You got to come on the platform now. And all your other brothers on here.
Come on through,
You
bro.
the last shoe. And shout out to Ali, came on a few times.
Ali the bro.
Yeah, man. So definitely, man. But another episode of the Hip Hop Uncensored podcast and the books. We definitely appreciate you guys chiming in, listening in with us today. Hey, if you're watching on YouTube, make sure you hit the thumbs up button and subscribe to the channel. That's your brother Sam, man. Follow Hip Hop News on your brother Oh God. Hip Hop News Uncensored together with the Hip Hop Uncensored podcast. Over and out.